And I'm your host, Dana Milioti. Today I really want to get into the idea and the subject of leveraging alignment. Let's take a quick moment right now to settle our energy in our body. Take note of any tension in your body and do a couple deep breaths here with me. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Again. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Thank you. So the leveraging of alignment, and how often are we really utilizing, the true power that resides in us, in you. Most often, you're going to find yourself not in your true power because you are constantly seeing and sensing and feeling and downloading 3D, your life, what you have to do in the morning, where you have to go to work, all these attributes that surround us keep us from really taking time to identify the energetic world that lives within you. So when I speak of leveraging alignment, I really mean making that connection to your source, your light, your energy before you take action on the things that you need to do, that you want to do, and that you feel called to do. Every day, you are consuming endless amounts of information. And a lot of that information is coming from what already is past tense energy in limited quantities in the 3D of what we see with our senses that we have on this plane of existence. But what I'm talking about leveraging alignment is making sure that we understand the senses that we have within us, that we are not having to use every day and every waking moment in the 3D. And so as a child, being very young, not being presented with a lot of the 3D energy yet, we create from our inner senses. And so the more we be in this world, the more easy we can forget the other senses that reside in our body. And so this is why introspection, this is why taking time to go inward and cut out the outside noise. Distract yourself from your current reality is a practice that requires your patience and your discipline and consistency over time. Because everybody wants to just be able to manifest the thing they want. This is why we're here, to create. And it's frustrating when we know we are a creator, or we hear the terms of law of attraction, manifestation, and we are not having what we want. And we feel a disruption of energy flow with that belief, because now part of us is believing it may not be possible, or it's too hard for us, or it just doesn't come easy for me like it does other people. And we just want to be able to know the quick way to manifest. The quickest way. How do I get what I want? Nobody wants to actually do the work that is required to be a conscious creator. Maybe you do. Maybe you are uniquely special and you are hungry for that work. I know I was hungry for that work. There was thousands of hours that I didn't partake in social activities. I was more interested on getting to understand and spend time with the inner senses in my body. And this is a huge component to being a conscious creator, finding your light within you and following what is calling you. It can be a challenge when you look for others' receptivity of your knowing to validate your journey, to validate your action. But knowing what I know, that slows the process. That puts you in a place of comparison. That puts you in a place of limitation. It puts you in a place of energy and frequency that amplifies disbelief. We take on that energy when you share this newfound insight, this calling you have with either a friend, colleague, family member, significant other. And you can sense their body language, their energy towards this insight within you. Because you love them, and you care about them, it affects you. Now I'm telling you, the sooner that you allow them to have their belief where it is and not need that to shift for you so that you can feel more empowered, that you can take your knowing and follow that calling. Can you even hear your calling? Your calling comes from within. Your calling is that soul part of you that is connected to the higher self, your spirit. And mind chatter, busy thoughts thinking you, habitual patterns of thoughts presenting themselves every single day. There's thousands and thousands of thoughts we think a day. And so much percent, a higher percent, maybe 70% or more, are the same thoughts from yesterday. Which means we are recreating what already is. You're creating from past tense. And so why it's important to own your calling and the feeling that you have and not require another party, another soul, another identity, so to speak, to confirm. Now, there are light beings here on earth that will come across your path, that will illuminate your path, that will make you feel heard, that will make you feel that the hunch you have inside you is accurate, which will excite you more. And those will come in divine timing, as one may be right now. But please, don't rely on outside parties to give you that acceptance, to give you that go ahead. I'm so proud of you for figuring it out, because your higher self is already giving you that guidance, is already giving you that acceptance, is already guiding you in the direction you need to go. And we only have issues with our connection to our higher self when we look towards somebody else to validate that for us. So how can you leverage your alignment with your inner being, your soul part of you, your higher self, so that in your 3D. You utilize your power. You create from the inside out. And that all begins with following your emotions, questioning your emotions, allowing your emotions to be an indication of where we need to redirect our focus or need to amplify our focus. Everything is energy, down to the smallest. Everything is vibrating. Though you may be watching this on your phone, computer, screen, the chair that you were sitting on, the bed that you were sitting on, it all feels solid. But it's all vibrating at a specific molecular, structural frequency. And so things seem solid to us. And so I want you to remember that and use that to realize that if you are not satisfied with your journey, if you feel like there is more that you need to figure out, if you feel called to something, if you need to escape something, these are all things that we need to question or have difficulty with, to allow ourselves to be more prone to want more answers, to figure out more information, to get clarification on a soul level. And so when you begin to align yourself with your authentic truth, with the reason why you decided to come here, and you align with that mission, that energy, or you follow that calling, when you are in that energy and you are inspired to act upon something in your physical 3D, that is so much more powerful than any action that can be taken out of alignment. Every waking moment is a chance to be in alignment. Every second of every minute, every millisecond is a new opportunity to align yourself. And we simply do this by feeling our feelings, acknowledging what is playing in my mind, what story is playing, what am I telling myself? And is that bringing me into alignment or out of alignment? I check in with myself at least 100 times a day. I don't count, but it's a lot. And that's probably less than. I probably do that more than 100 times a day. But let's just evenly say 100 times a day. So it could be after a conversation with my partner. It could be after watching something on TV. It could be after hearing music. Social media is a pool of information. Majority of the information I consume on social media brings me out of alignment. So if you spend a lot of your time in something, whether that is social media, work, music, art, pay attention to what is bringing you into alignment and what is taking you out of alignment. So after every segment in your day, recalculate, check in, and feel where you are at in your body energetically. Whatever you are consuming or wherever you're consuming it from, evaluate what is it bringing up in you? Is it a story that you're playing? Is it your ego talking to you, explaining why you're unworthy of that image you saw? Or why you are not capable of having that thing that you've seen somebody else have? Or it could simply just be telling you that you're not going to be able to get where you want to be. And that is going to shock your energy and take you right out of alignment. Alignment is not a forever thing. It is like a switch. It's like the tap of water going on or off. It's either flowing or it's not flowing. Or the stream is very, very, very small. Or it's a rush of stream, right? So be aware. After a conversation with somebody, what is now playing in your mind? Is it good? Is it bad? What are you telling yourself? The reason you feel a disconnection and you're out of alignment is because your spirit, your soul part of you, what has been calling you towards it, what you're now choosing to focus on is taking you away from it. And so it can only alert you through that emotion. So leverage your alignment. And how to leverage alignment is to be aware when you are in or not in alignment. And the tiniest little thing can snap you into alignment and out of alignment. And nature has been just going outside, seeing squirrels in the trees for me, being able to see the blue sky, clouds, any kind of color in a sky snaps me right into alignment. Moments with my dog snaps me right into alignment. And a lot of other things just snap you right out of alignment. TV, social media, certain conversations with people about certain things. Because they're amplifying beliefs and perceptions in me that are taking me away from my desired result. Okay. And so you might be able to resonate with that and understand what I mean by that. And so the only way around that is to not ignore and hide yourself from the world, but be aware, recalculate, check in, and say, okay, so this is coming up for me right now. I'm noticing I'm out of alignment after that. Why was that? What am I believing right now that I can't have? Or can't be, or can't do? That is a block. That is your out of alignment pattern. And so just acknowledging that is just a pattern. And that we no longer want to activate that pattern. And the best way to neutralize that is appreciation. Looking around you, appreciating what you already have. That will neutralize that energy for you. Now, once that is neutralized, you can move more into alignment. And then now you can proceed with action once you're into that energy that's going to serve you. Because a pure thought is more powerful than 2,000 hours of action out of alignment. And that pure thought is not having any perceptions or belief that go against that pure thought come up while you think it. You just bask in that energy, that frequency, and that love. And that is how you leverage alignment. That's how you can now revisit things you need to do, or you felt called to do, or that you wanted to do from a place of alignment. If you are out of alignment and you can't seem to get into alignment, the best thing you can do is rest. And then upon awakening, find something to appreciate truly in your life that can amplify that feeling of love within you. You can find a memory. You can envision and imagine something. You can think of a loved one, whether they are here or past, and amplify that feeling of emotion within you. Allow it to surround your body and work forward from that energy. If you've made it to this part of the video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for spending your time and your energy with me. If you have not subscribed to this podcast yet, this YouTube channel, please do so now and share this with somebody that you feel would benefit from the information that you've heard today. If there is something that resonates with you on a soul level, I'd love to hear it from you. And please comment and drop that below. I cannot thank you enough again for supporting this channel, spending your time and energy with me. And next week, we're going to get further into the idea of what it really takes to be a conscious creator and manifest your reality. Till next episode.
Did you like this episode? If so, make sure to subscribe to the podcast. Are you an expert at creating your own reality? Do you have a story to tell that drastically changed your life? If so, message me at Dream Creation Podcast on Instagram, and don't forget to leave a review.